The Truex product, this vision that you and Dave have worked on for so many years and is sort of now hitting the marketplace, bring us up to speed on where that is.
You know, it's the idea of engagement-based advertising replacing a frequency-based advertising whenever possible. So, you know, reestablishing kind of the contract with consumers that if we have your attention and we can show that you're there, we won't need to bombard you with marketing messages. You know, it's resonating. People, when I say people, viewers love it. They love using it. The market's beginning to understand the value of it, and it's proliferating across a lot of our network partners.
Great, great. So give us some examples of some of the shows and some of the use case. And
I mean, countless numbers of shows, but I mean, very simply, the simplest explanation of it is the choice card. You press play on any program on an interactive environment, especially on desktop, mobile, tablet, and it gives you a choice to engage deeply with an advertiser, whether it be a Pepsi or a Dodge or you know, you name them, and it removes all the commercials from the program or a commercial pod.
Cool. And I know you've been very outspoken about consumer choice and the industry, and you sort of are, you're definitely carrying the flag with Truex, and you have, what is the state of the industry in terms of the acceptance of the problem or looking for a solution around consumer choice and ad load?
I think it's more of a search for admission that there is a problem. I think that everyone says that's the first step to recovery, and the industry admitting that it's for too long thought too little about what consumers want and just thought that this was just a negotiation that was happening between content owners and advertisers. And in reality, it was a three-party negotiation: content owners, advertisers, and viewers. And viewers fought back recently, and it's kind of seen a reaction in the market with ad blockers and DVRs and Netflix and Hulu ad-free. And it's put the market in a very different place, and content owners and marketers are going to need to work together more than ever before.
Cool. And Joe, we're gathering, tell us a little bit about what advanced TV means at Fox and some of the conversations that you hope to have with advertisers at CES.
Advanced TV and advanced advertising, obviously, which go hand in hand, is the promise that, you know, for, I would have to say it's almost decades now, but at least a decade, the promise of IP-delivered television, meaning that ads could be dynamic, not everyone had to see the same ad, we could be smarter about targeting, we could reduce ad loads because the ads get better and more relevant. And I think as you see the rash of virtual MVPDs coming, DirecTV announced its recently, or AT&T DirecTV announced its virtual MVPD recently. There are many more. Sling's been in the market for a while. There's been talk of a couple of others that are coming very soon, early next year. I think as we get to CES, we're no longer in the promise of television and video product will be delivered significantly by that method. And if that's true, and if people are going to be logging in to watch television, even on the big screen at home, what does that finally mean for advertisers? How do we realize that?
And how about the creative part? So you people can select, or they can opt in and so on, and they can target, but what about delivering a product that's valuable in terms of, some people use the term creative optimization. What about creativity and targeting?
Well, you know, as we look at it, I think that you have a couple of conversations there. Like, so there's the opt-in, and that's just one form. I mean, that's the engagement ad, the consumer opt-in advertising format is kind of the tip of the spear in terms of, okay, this is where we'd like to end up. Between here and there, there's a lot of just better targeting of advertising based on who's watching, reducing ad loads, and the new ad formats even. So creativity doesn't always mean interactive design. Sometimes it means designing different length commercials for different viewing experiences. Sometimes it will mean designing sequential commercial messages, because now in an IP environment, we know that a person has seen commercial 1, let's show them commercial 2 now. And that story might be something that builds over time. That's a whole new way to think about advertising rather than a simple reach frequency.